Good evening. It is 7 o'clock on the nose, and I am here with my alternative paper pumpkin. Couple of projects there I want to show you. I want to show you all about May paper pumpkin. It is a subscription box, and we're doing Mountain Majesties tonight. Let me check over here right quick to see if I can find myself on here. I have problems doing that sometimes. Let's see, just now we're having trouble playing the video. So let me know if you're with me. Let me see if I can find it again. Let's see, it says I'm live, but I'm not sure. Well, it says I have one person watching. I can't see the comments because I cannot get it pulled up over here on my laptop. It says, Dina, can you see me? I do see your hi. So can you still see me? Please comment again. Okay, so I am live. Okay, so I don't have to see me over there. We'll just talk to you here. My name is Patience, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Maumelle, Arkansas. And I would love to be your demonstrator. I have a team of happy shoppers. We are all happy shoppers. We encourage each other. We have swaps. We send each other cards. And we have different projects. We have a Stamper of the Month. And that's where I buy my team member a stamp set. And then they make and create different things. And that's all to show how versatile a stamp set is. What else do? We have a lot of fun. We have Zoom meetings. I do a team meeting, and I do my team meeting different. I like to point out different things that are going on, and I reward my stampers for their sales, their purchases, and we have fun. It's just short and sweet, 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And anyway, enough about that. I have a messy craft desk. It was clean yesterday. Now it's a mess. But I have some projects to show you. Of course, I have the regular cards that are that's made with the kit. The kit tells you, you get color instructions, and the envelopes are to die for. I really like them. I don't know if you could see that. And I've been really reluctant to cut an envelope up yet because I know I will be mailing these cards out. They are more masculine cards, and I have made 3 alternative cards that I want to share with you tonight. So hold on just a second and let me get this down to my desktop. And we won't have my quality control manager here. Cruz is at the kennel for the wedding weekend. So Cruz is not here under my feet. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to turn it down. Okay. Woo! Let's see. Oops, I've got something in the way there. I've lost you. Okay. Here we go. I think you can see everything now. Okay, watching from Michigan, thank you. Okay, as I was talking about our small and mighty team, right now we have today, tomorrow, and Saturday left on this starter kit special. You get $165 of product for $99 plus tax, free shipping, and this is a great deal. You do not have to have classes. You do not have to do Facebook Lives. You can replenish your stash and not make another purchase. If you do that, you're going to miss out on the deals because They have deals all the time. They have special events. We're going to have our first scrapbooking event this summer. I'm really excited about that. I will be home the day before, I believe. And I purchased the package, so we'll see how that works. Let's see, what else? If you join, it's the middle of May, and you get 20% off. I believe, let's see, the middle of May, you'll have 20% off. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Till the end of September, you can have 20% off with no other obligations except for your purchases. So enough about that. You can contact me if you're interested. Next month, we have Full of Charm. And this looks like a lot of watercoloring. It really looks like it'll be a lot of fun. It coordinates with Floral Charm collection. It's going to have 9 card bases and envelopes, pre-cut paper shapes, sentiments in it. You know, they just provide a lot of stuff. If you're familiar with Paper Pumpkin, you know how that works. Okay, so this month's Paper Pumpkin, here is, I don't believe I've turned this light on. Woo, here we go. This month's Paper Pumpkin has vellum pieces in it. Let me grab this vellum. Great thick vellum pieces. I really like it. Pre-cut pieces that have sceneries on them. Let me show you the cards that you can make with the kids. These three cards. This one says, "Thank you for being the person you are." Now that can go for anyone. It could go for a father, a brother. It can go for a best friend. I put this together just as the instructions say. Now I'm going to turn it on its side. I don't know if you could see the dimensionals in here. I did not put quite as many dimensionals on it as it called for, because sometimes my post office is a little persnickety, and they're just a little persnickety. So I used the adhesive that came with it, which with this kit, they give you a stamp set, and I've got them all loaded up on blocks. This is the second kit. But the only thing that you will need to complete this kit on your own is scissors if you want to cut something. But here is a whole big sheet of dimensionals, and then this is tear and tape. And that's all you need for this kit. So let me get this other card out here. This says, "You mean the world to me." And this is layered up with a vellum piece. And these are pre-cut cardstock pieces. And then you have sentiment holders. And what I mean by holders, it's you put your sentiment on here. This actually went right here. And then the next one, this is Happy Father's Day. And this incorporated vellum and the cardstock pieces, vellum and another cardstock piece. And I popped those up also. So here are the 3 cards that it makes. But then I got a little card happy and started making more cards. So let me show you some of those. I took the cutout trees that initially went on top of this card and put it onto a different card front, and I cut that card front down and put it on Misty Moonlight cardstock. So I made that extra. I got out some linen thread, and I took this card base and I put "To a Wonderful Man" with just a linen thread bow. And that is masculine. To me, that says masculine. And where this come from, this die cut, and Pam's watching from Marlton. And Debbie, thank you. I see people talking, but I can't see it over there. But anyway, this is Hugs a Bloom. It is a small die cut that went with April, May, and it will go again with June. And it is available for $12. And I looked out there right before I got on. It is still available. It has not sold out. And a couple of days ago, Stampin' Up! Put the refill kit to this. I'm sorry, I've got kids right out front, and we have a loose dog running crazy in the front yard. We have a refill kit available for this kit already. And when you get a refill, you just get the consumable supplies. You don't get the stamps or the ink spot with that. Okay, the next one is the card front. See, this was our regular card. And I used this card front, actually the whole envelope. And I die cut this out of Pool Party and put Happy Birthday. Simple, easy. And then I took the this color card and took the die, or the pre-cut pieces. No, wait, I did that on another one. And this one is just a plain front. So it is simple. These are so simple. And yes, we do need more masculine cards, Dina. Thank you. And then here is one that I did. You're the best dad ever. I'm going to be making another one like this for my older brother and my younger brother. Because they don't like frou-frou stuff. I didn't even put twine on it. I just took the lighter color card base and put the trees on here. And I used the sentiment holders and stamped You're the, and then Best Dad Ever. Now, You're the comes from You're the Greatest. And when I went to stamp that, I only stamped on, inked up You're the, and then that says Happy Father's Day. Best Dad Ever. And then I did stamp another card that says You're the Best. I'm not sure where that is. And then here's another card I'm going to show you how to make tonight that I really, really like. Now, I popped it up. This is a Misty Moonlight card base. Oh, here it is. You're the best. And I cut down the front of a card base to, let's see, I'll get it, I'll cut it down here in a minute. We'll get the measurements. And then I separated it. That way it left a crevice in there. And then I took the die cut. And then I took the pre-printed Thank You for Being the Person You Are. And so this is a neat technique that I'd never seen before until we went to On Stage and there was a card that we made like this. So I will show you how to make this one. And then I made this one literally 20 minutes ago. There is no sentiment on the front. I took a card base and cut it down to 4. I took a 1/4 of an inch off of it. And then I took a circle punch and punched white for the moon. And then I put To a Wonderful Man. So I love that. I love that. And you could do blank. You could do Happy Birthday. And then there's one more that I made that we'll also be making. Let me see. I'm throwing cards everywhere over here. Let me see if I can find it. I may just have to make it. Oh, here it is. And it's a birthday card. Now, isn't that cute? So simple. And if you've got some scraps or, you know, some more cardstock, I did not use a die cut or anything. I just measured this. And this is 1.5 inches. And this is 1 3/4 inches. And this is 1.5 inches by 1 inch. And I just did a 1/4 of an inch bigger to have this layer out there. So it layered up really nicely. So, okay, let's get started. I want to show you how to make this card for sure. And I'm going to have to open up my second paper pumpkin because I have used a lot, and I love that. I love that. So we are going to use a different front this time. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to grab a different, excuse me, different color card base. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a different color card base. All right. I hope I grabbed a good one. This will work. Okay. So I literally did not write down my measurements, but we're going to make a regular card base here. I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. And then this one 8.5 by 11 makes 2 card bases. Okay, and then I'm going to take this. And I think I'm going to use the back side. And I'm not going to make it 4. I'm going to make it 3 3/4. And I'm not going to make it 5 1/4. I'm going to make it 4 3/4. Okay. So if I were to put this down on my card base, it would look okay. You know, it would work. But I'm going to take my trimmer, let me get this ink out of the way, and I'm going to set it on here like this. I'm not measuring anything. I'm just setting it down, and I'm cutting it. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it on the long side, keeping it pretty even. And I'll cut it a little diagonal right there. Okay, so I have 4 pieces here. And then this time in this particular paper pumpkin, they gave us a big sheet of dimensionals. And for all the cards I've made, I haven't even used this whole thing. So you're going to have some leftovers there. So you're going to take your dimensionals and we're going to pop this up. So you take your card front and then we're going to put this right so that it has about 1/8 of an inch there. Oops, that has some sticky on it. So layer this up good so that when it goes through the mail, it's not saggy. I like a lot of dimensionals. And like I said, my quality control manager's not here to have dimensionals on his nose for me. Okay, so you're also going to line this up about 1/4 of an inch, and just from the edge, because you want this, the gap in there to be a little bigger. Dina likes cards with just a sentiment on the inside. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially for guys. However, I did just get a card from my son for my birthday. It was blank inside. Well, initially it was blank inside. He wrote the sweetest letter to me. And it was a letter, basically. Okay, I may have cut this wrong. You know what? We're not going to worry about it. Because there's a bigger gap here than normal. Then my other one, maybe I should have written the instructions down. But that's how you craft. We have great opportunities, right? Right. Okay. I still want 1/8 of an inch. So I like the way this looks because we are going to put one of these like right here. And of course I want my linen thread. I've got to have some linen thread. I love having linen thread. Okay. Okay, and I'm doubling this up. I'm going to make an air bow, what I call an air bow. Well, if I can, it's like slippery to me tonight. Okay. Little fat finger's not working. Whoops. Did not quite work out the way I wanted. Let me see. Am I even on screen? Here we go. I cannot see that I'm on screen. But this is the first time I've ever done a live inside of an event. I've always just gone live on my Facebook business page. So there's a first for everything. We live and learn. Okay. So let me grab mini glue dots. Okay, I'm still going to do this in Misty Moonlight. And I want You Mean the World to Me. Okay. There we go. Now, to put this linen bow on, I'm using mini glue dots. These are fairly inexpensive. And when you run out of them, you know you run out of them. You need them. You got to have them. Oh, I want to pop this up too, even though this is popped up. Okay. Okay. All right. So even though there's a bigger gap here than here, that is okay because your recipient's not going to know what you intended. But I must have just cut that down wrong, but that's okay. So there's that one. Now, I want to use, where is the birthday card? Yes. Okay, I cut this one longwise. That means that I scored it at 5 1/2 and cut it at 4 1/4. And then I took the black and made it just a little bit bigger. Yes. There we go. And then I'm going to put this down with seal. Now you can use the tear and tape that they sent with this kit. I'm going to put this one on this side. And then I'm going to cut this down just so I don't have it hanging over the front. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. I send a lot of birthday cards out. I'm running low. I just have a stack of June over there. And I have sent a couple of Junes out already for the first of the month. So if you're not on my birthday card club, you won't be getting a card. But if you are, I would love for you to sign up my birthday card club. I do have a link somewhere in my business Facebook page. You can scroll down and find this hot pink ad for my birthday club. The link is on that. I would love to send you a birthday card. Okay, I'm going to put this near the top. And then, as always, we're going to have an inside. And I'm going to put this panel over here. Let's see, did I get that straight? Straight enough. There we go. Okay. How about that? Do I still have y'all with me? There we go. Now, you could put embellishments on here. You could put sparkles on here. Anything. And it will make it look good. But this is a simple card. Simple. And I like simple. Okay. So my next card is, or the last card that I want to show you, I'm going to use this black card base. Let's see, I didn't score that one. Hold on, let me make a black card base right quick. Oh, wait, here it is. Get it together. Here we go. Yes. And I'm going to burnish that so it'll lay flat. This one, I want to use some vellum on it. So, where is the piece I want? I'm going to use the one with the trees on it again. I like that so much, so much. I'm going to take my trimmer and cut this down to 4. That way, when I put it on here, I'll have a 1/8 of an inch around it. So I'm going to cut off, this time I'm going to cut off more than that. I'm going to cut this. And I'm using my, the mountain line that's already there. And I'm not cutting straight. I'm just wiggling. I got this from my friend Melissa. I think she was watching earlier. She does Facebook Lives also, and she wiggles like this. That way you don't have straight lines. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And I'm not putting anything up at the top because I want to be able to put a piece of vellum down in there. All right, so I really like this blue vellum. Let me look at the other vellum and see what we've got here. Is that, no, the green's not gonna look very good stuck up in there. Let's go ahead and do this vellum. I'm gonna cut some of that off. And I'm gonna cut it to 4. There we go. I cut that off screen. That way I've got a different color in there, and I like the way that looks. Okay, but now on vellum, you when you put adhesive on vellum, you can see it from the other side. So I'm putting this down at the bottom, and I'm going to tuck it in behind this layer. That way you won't see where I put the, where I put it. Okay, now, I grabbed a punch, and I know this punch is not current, but that's okay. And I'm taking the back side of this and punching a 1-inch punch. And that's going to go, oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, it looks like it's falling into the mountain there. Oh, I do like that. I'm going to put that right there. And then again, I am not putting anything on the outside because it's just a great seam there. You don't need anything on the outside. But my card cutting fairy makes sure that I have insides for my cards. So I've already got this pre-cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Put that in there. And there was one that I wanted to do. You're the greatest. I can send this to a friend. There we go. Whoops. How about that? I haven't done that in a long time. Let's just do that. Cover it up. You know, live TV. Or live. Whoops. Okay. We'll cover that up. I always have boo-boos. we go. That looks so much better. So that is what I have tonight. Here's the extra cards. Now you will have tons of supplies left over. Tons. So one kit will afford you many cards. I mean, how many cards I've got right here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the 3 I made just like it. And you'll have more because you have lots of stuff left over. So let me turn you back around so you can see the kids outside. There we go. Whew. All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Now, next week, I will be live on Wednesday night. And the reason I'm moving to Wednesday night is I believe I got something going on Thursday. If not, it'll be Thursday night. We'll see. I do know that I have a camping trip coming up. I'll be driving over to Jekyll Island, Georgia. And I'll be stamping while I'm camping because I'll take a paper pumpkin kit or some other kind of kit. I just recently got the flower bouquet kit. So I may take that and put that together and put it in a vase right there on my countertop in my camper. My name is Patience, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Arkansas. And thank you for joining me tonight. I hope I didn't bore you. I don't like to stay on here long. What time is it? 7:30. So I've been here 30 minutes. Fast, quick, and easy. But as always, if you have questions, put them down in the comments. I will link this up and have it on YouTube. I have other videos on YouTube. So just check it out. I would love to craft with you and encourage you. So, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.